Oh yeah. Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door. 5 minutes later, I'm down on the floor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Foxtrot, and joining me today is going to be Dr. Dang. Dr. Dang, how are you feeling?
I am very good, Foxy, as always. So, we have a really we have a team we have team Area 69 versus Zyrus, if I'm pronouncing the name right, Zyrus Esports. So the map is going to be Consulate, and Zyrus is going to be starting on attack. So Foxy, what do you expect from this match today?
Well, I'm very excited to see how these teams pan out. And in fact, actually, it's going to be Xerxes Esports versus Team Area 69, because apparently Xerxes is a derivation from a Greek god, if I'm not wrong. I just got a little bit of information. Our very beloved Ryu, that is, who's handling our esport operations here. So, anyways, coming back to the match here, that is Xerxes Esports versus Team Area 69. Xerxes starting off an attack, and the first ban is going to be, keep in mind, it's going to be Consulate. We're not seeing much of coastline and border now, but anyways, Thatcher is going to get banned. They're going to take out that operator. Alright, you're starting off an attack. Maybe you don't want to take out Thatcher, but looks like Thatcher has just become more of a perma ban now. Anyways, the second ban is going to come up very quickly from Area 69, as they don't want the Jackal to be played from the side of Xerxes. I can only understand the emphasis on this operator, because Jackal is really a pain in the in the back when you wanna roam, and that is exactly where Area 69 is going to be starting off with the defense. And they're going to take out Valkyrie as well. Definitely it's going to put them on the back foot a little bit with the information that Valkyrie trades off, but you can always use Echo, Maestro, Legion as well in terms of the intel that he provides. But most possibly Echo is going to get banned in the last ban phase coming up from the side of Xerxes, and yes, it'll be Echo taken on the board.
So I would have expected a Maestro ban come out from the side of either one of these teams, since on Consulate especially, you can put Maestro turrets really far back in the site and still have long line of sights. And since Maestro requires utility to be taken care of, I would prefer to have a Maestro ban. But these teams might have had strats based upon Maestro, and which is why they've gone for an Echo ban. So basement defense coming out from the side of Area 69 first. Not really the default site on Consulate first. Usually you see people going to the second floor, but a Cav being sixth pick from a Cav being sixth pick to a Mozzie, and a Glass being sixth pick to a Buck. So with the Thatcher ban in place, to get any kind of to get the wall open on Garage, you're gonna have to go into Piano and make those vertical angles to get the Cade or the Bandit charges.
Definitely. Well, with that being said, let's take a quick look at both these rosters here. Team Area 69 has a Quasi, Salamanca, Zim, 8th Sariko. Alright, really nice names that Area 69 has for themselves, because they're just memeing right now, like, alright, anyways, really good names. Anyways, coming back to the last man, that is going to be Flynn. He's going to be on the Jaeger. Meanwhile, Xerxes Esports have Ninja, Banch, Round, Real RJ, and Sammy Max. Sammy Max, I've heard that name before somewhere, I just cannot recollect. I don't know, I think I know the person, but maybe, I don't know. For the moment, I don't. I'll just have to make sure I get my facts straight, because I don't want to get anything wrong, especially when it comes to the players with. Anyway, the action phase is up and running, and we will be seeing Round with the six pack that he used to pick onto the Buck. He's making his way here, but look at that. The Mozzie playing very close to this window here. Oh, is that the Mozzie? I'm not sure who that is. That is the Mozzie. Yep, Quasi is going to be very close here. He's got two drones for himself. Does he know that Bansh is rappelling right beside him? It's only a matter of time till they spot him out, but he's going to be very vigilant with the placement for himself, as I think the crouch peak has been noticed out by the IQ. Not exactly sure. He cannot go for the run out as well. He's got to be really patient here. Oh, look at this. Neither of them. I'm pretty sure Quasi knows that Banch is playing there, but does Banch know Quasi is playing over here? He's going to have to go on his RED scanner for the moment. Banch is really investing a lot of time, and Quasi being very patient in this play. What is going on? I haven't seen a play like this before.
Like Tom and Jerry.
Xerxes, they're still holding out to this. Yes, please.
Out of those windows because of the patch that was made to this map when the map buff came in. So you cannot jump out of the windows in admin anymore, nor can you jump out of windows on printer. So it was a balancing patch, I believe, that Ubisoft launched for this part of the map particularly, because you now need to jump out. Oh, and IQ repels it and gets Quasi. Mozzie not paying attention, and Quasi has left the game after that as well. So we might be able to. Quasi should be able to join back, and Bandit apparently shooting with batteries now. So buff coming in for Bandit. We're gonna see Bandit anyways. We're gonna see Bandit playing on Visa stairs or server stairs as we call it. So kind of a roam come out from the side of Team Area 69 has not worked in their favor as of now, with Twitch making her way down long desk towards bathroom. The Bandit has not been spotted. So if he is able to get this flank off, he might be able to get some damage up. Lynn's playing in the small room. He's going to spot the Nomad with amazing trigger control. He's going to get the Nomad, but he's going to hit some shots on IQ, but not enough to kill him. Bandits on the hats. They have got the crossfire established for anyone who's going to come in for the trade for the Jaeger. The Bucks going to be pushing towards the main lobby, hoping to get one kill onto the Jaeger, but he has already vacated this place.
Definitely Salamanca is still going to be on the top. That is your Bandit. A really bad drone work, but look at that. Flynn is going to spot at the Twitch, but only to get taken out by him with the Nomad charge in play. He could have taken it out himself, but just not enough environmental awareness. It's a 2 versus 4. Now the plant is already going down. Where is the Maestro? Is he doing his new duty? Yes, he will, but he'll get taken out with Sammy Max pushing in from the bottom of the spiral stairs. And that is it. Xerxes Esports are going to win the round 1. And really good play. Look at that. Maestro couldn't really do anything. The 2 attackers already converging on him. That was the IQ and the Twitch. And a little bit of disconnection coming in from the side of that is. Wait, which team is that?
69.
That's Area
Team
69.
Area
All right.
69.
So okay, I've got this in my mind now that anybody who's got a really weird name is from Area 69. And Quasi has returned as well, despite the disconnection. We did see his teammate asking for not a rehost and no request being made because they know Quasi's gonna come back. And here he is. He's gonna 6-pick from the Pulse to the Pulse. Okay. Alright. Maybe Pulse is not a bad operator to use here, but okay, he's gonna pick the Vigil instead. Quasi really likes to roam the way he's been playing out so far. And he's gonna be taking some while to join into the lobby. So you know what that means, guys. Get yourself the WD Black SSD so you don't have to wait for times like these to load in the loading screen. You know, you want to get back to the action as soon as you can, and the best way to do that is getting yourselves a WD Black SSD. I mean, if that is not advertisement 100, I don't know what is. Anyways, Dr. Dang, over to you.
So we saw last round that despite Area 69 having a decent roam upstairs and picking off 1 or 2 operators, the timing of the air jab hitting the Jaeger was the thing that decided the round. I mean, if the Jaeger did not hit the air jab at that exact moment and he had...
Wait.
I mean...
10 seconds to insertion.
What is the purpose of those footholds?
I have... I think he's going to go prone inside security and peek the main breach.
I mean, usually I've seen teams make like a little bit
Bullet
above...
holes.
Yeah, no, a little bit above the head level, those holes. Just so that you can climb onto the table in the security room and have yourselves that advantage. But that foothold is just going to deny any sort of rotation that anybody tries to make, as that is the defenders. And they'll get spotted out from the breach very easily. It'll be almost a free kill for them, but I'm not sure why those bullet holes are being put to use. Anyways, that might as well turn in their favor. Who knows? It's all situational when it comes to matches like these. And we are seeing Vigil here. He's going to be on the admin area. He does get spotted out. Could pick this fight once again with the IQ. He's got to win it this time around. IQ just going to go for her pre-fires for the while. Bench 26. Still holding this one down. Meanwhile, we are seeing the Jaeger pick out a fight with the Buck that has already made his way inside Consul. To pick this fight any moment now. Still seeing IQ a little too invested in this push. Oh, look at that. The Buck spots him and he takes him out. And a really bad positioning coming on from the Jaeger as he tries to relocate himself. But the IQ RED detector is what is going to help her. Let's spot out the drone. He's going to take that out as well. So much drone utility being expelled from the side of the attack here. That is being taken out by the Vigil and the Jaeger, obviously. Now Quasi knows there's somebody creeping up on him. That is the Buck. He's going to be low on HP. Could possibly win this fight against K1A as well, but only time can tell what will happen. Oh, the push is coming in. Everybody's converging on him. He doesn't find the first kill as well. And Nomad is going to be the victor. Ninja quick to the trigger, is going to dispatch him. And now look at that. There's so much roam utility being expelled. Everybody from the side of Area 69 wants to roam and wants to go for the retake. And once again, we have the Legion creeping up on the Visa stairs while somebody on site has taken down round. That is going to be a buck. Oh, he's gonna walk right over the Claymore. It was not well placed. He's gonna spot at the Twitch. He's gonna get it down as well. It's a 3 versus 3 established once again, and now the team knows on the side of the attack that somebody's roaming above, and they've got to be careful of that. And look at this. Once again, a repetition of the last round that we just saw. 2 people dying on the roam and 1 for the retake. The C4 does go out but doesn't connect. That is going to be Salamanca using his C4. We see Zim not having a C4 anymore, and no more of the secondary gadgets left on anybody on the side of the defense. The push and the breach should come out anytime. Now Real is going to make sure he does that, but is Zim here to Kai trick that perfectly? He's placed this, charges. He's not going to get that in time, and the breach goes down. It's a really good breach as well. Could vault in any time they want to. That is the attackers, but they still got the Legion to worry about. That is going to be 8 Rico. It's going to be on top. Salamanca is going to drop real hard. Jebash is going to get back onto Salamanca, but 8 is going to have to fall back. Zim is here as well. Well, the plan going down. It's not going down yet. Zim is going to have to flank, but he gets taken out. And what a play from Xerxes Esports. Once again, winning against Team Area 69. Doesn't even need to get the plan down in the last 5 seconds there. Are going to clutch it out for their team. And look at that. Takai, a little too confused on what he wants to do, is going to expose himself with his feet hanging out. And that is it. Xerxes Esports wins second round as well on the side of Consulate on attack.
So not the best spot for the kite to go prone, since if you're going to be peeking towards cafeteria, your feet are obviously going to be shown, Cade. Come on, you should not be going prone there. So not learning from their mistakes, Area 69 still expending a lot of utility for themselves and operators for the roam, but the roam not working out for them, and they're going to go for the basement defense again. So Area 69 is really hell-bent on making sure that they want to defend garage first before they go upstairs. Maybe their strat's just not working and they should try it out another round. But here we are, they're going to be coming back. So a similar operative lineup coming out from the side of Area 69, a Vigil, a Jaeger, a Cade, a Bandit, and a Legion. So the last round, the pinch came in from Xerxes, from long desk, printer, and as well as admin windows, and the Vigil was stuck. Maybe the Vigil should have already pre-opened his hatch so that he would have some extra, as you can call, avenues to rotate or to move around the map. But we're gonna see how this pans out this round.
5 seconds to insertion.
So Area 69's defense on the basement surprisingly has a lot of roam presence on the top floor. Instead of just moving around the map fluidly, they prefer to have hard anchors on yellow stairs and admin, which is not really helping them out. Since if the attackers, on the other hand, are able to establish crossfires for pushing defenders out, but the Twitch is going to be walking into Visa and she does not know whether the Vigil's there. The the Legion's on 1 HP, but he's going to win out the gunfight against the F2. So the Twitch off the board is going to mean a lot of fragging, a lot of frag utility has been lost on the side of Xerxes. The Legion's going to get, as you call, reset from 1 HP up to 20. So resets no longer technically exist in the game as of now, because you're only going to be on 20 HP, which is going to be one shot from any gun. The Jaeger is going to have the Vigil playing close to him. So Team Area 69 has changed a little bit of the way that they're roaming, having two defenders play close to each other and be able to refrag, but only time will tell how this is going to be panning out for them. So the attackers haven't been able to make any kind of headway into the map as of now. They know that defenders are playing towards admin. We're going to see the IQ on long desk and a repel come in to connector by the buck. The IQ is completely unaware about the Vigil playing in the bathroom, and he's going to get taken out. Other side, the Zim's going to be getting a C4 kill onto Real. That's your Hibana off the board. Buck's going to get one onto the Vigil, but he's going to get traded out instantly by the Jaeger. So this is exactly what Team Area 69 needed to do for the last 2 rounds. It's going to be all down to the Nomad, and he's going to be coming into Spiral. Does not know the Legion's playing close by, and that's going to be it. So Area 69 finally getting the roam game sorted and getting their first round on the board.
It looks like the players have been answered from the side of Area 69, finally successfully defending the garage side. They really took them 3 rounds to do that, but finally they put that round on board, and now they'll be having the freedom to move on to console office and meeting room. And we'll be seeing a similar set of ops being brought to the table. They're going to bring the dock this time around, it looks like. We did see the Legion come back onto 1 HP and all the... Alright, I can only understand the dock being brought out here because so much utility that we are seeing, and more than that, the man count that we are seeing Area 69 spend out on the roam game, that anybody who wants to roam is allowed to roam, and you just fall back to site, get yourself healed up from the dock, and then hold the angles on site once you've got yourselves a man advantage established. But a 6-pick is going to come in, and Salamanca is going to employ the Clash. Alright, Clash of the operators. This could just be the play that Team Area 69 needs right now, because Clash is definitely something that many people are scared of to play against, just because they're irritating. I don't even know what the ability is called. That's how much I don't like Clash. She's going to be using her electrified shield to fend off the attackers, more importantly. But the point in hand here is going to be a direct counter for Clash is not present. Not the Sophia, not the Capita. Definitely they can use the Nomad in a wise way if they want to do it. But they're gonna have to be careful that the Nomad shot don't get caught out by the Jaeger ADSs. Salamanca is gonna be playing inside admin, I presume, as he's gonna be reinforcing the solo wall on admin as well. While we see a admin push actually coming in. I was expecting a console push. The way Xerxes has been playing this one out. Bunch is gonna... Yep, yes please, Dr. Dang.
So about the Clash play that we have on board, at least how I have seen a lot of teams play Clash in the in scrims, as I believe, is that on admin and on console, since defenders do not have a lot of places to contest repels on these windows, the Clash being an operator that can hold these repels is really strong. So you can have the Clash play in front, have your callouts, and once someone's repelling in, you can either get the dock's going to be painfully close to getting the buck. So the Clash is going to help you either get a C4 kill on the board or to help you peek once the attackers are repelling in. So the Clash being used solely as an intel operator on Consulate is really smart on the side of Team Area 69. So the attackers have made their way into admin, all 3 of them, and this is going to be a split push, 3 on the side of printer, our admin, and 2 on the side of console. So crossfire is being established on this. So crossfire is being established, and the Jaeger is going to get taken out by a repel on the connector window by the buck, and this might be able.
Oh boy, Bunch is gonna take out Quasi, as we did see him go down below, but look at this, the Clash is gonna claim the Hibana pellets with her impact grenades. Really good use of utility here, despite having to unshield and then go for it. Well, look at this. The Hibana pellets are getting destroyed by the dock as from the hallway, but the Legion is gonna get down as well. Only for the dock to revive him, but he won't do that as well. Meanwhile, the plan is going down on side. 5 men alive on the side of defense. It all comes down to this one man with his gun, but he's gonna die as well. It's all on to the Clash. Salamanca has got to make this happen. It's a 1 versus 5 ace clutch situation. What can he do? He finds one, but only to get taken on by the Hibana. And what a play from Xerxes Esports, perfectly reading into how you ignore the Clash and not give any attention to her is going to make sure that they secure themselves that round. They went to the side, they got the plan down, and all they had to do was double up on the Clash and get that final kill for themselves. That is going to put them 3-1 as we proceed to round 5. And once again, the defense are going to be attempting the console office and meeting room push. That out of the way, we'll be seeing Flynn bring out the smoke this time around. We didn't see a smoke being employed, and our 8th Sariko is going to bring out Wamai. Very interesting choice of ops here. We don't see the Jaeger being employed here. can totally understand that Jaeger not really very helpful in the last time around. We did see. All right. Anyways, they're gonna switch that for the Jaeger, looks like. But the Omai on the AUG and the MP5K is not really bad. He's gonna do the same job as the Jaeger will. And for some reason, we don't see the attack bring out a Zofia or a Capita despite the Clash pick being used once again. I understand why the attackers don't want to do that because they already pull out a round without having to challenge the Clash. But this time around, if Salamanca and his team realize that if we just use a Clash in a perfect way, we might just be the attackers because they don't have a direct counter playing to that one specific operator that can deal a lot of damage to the attacking team. Zim is just going to be a little bit of an epileptic dog, as I like to call him, because he's a little too confused on where he wants to get his reinforcements down. Yeah, this is what happens on when you start abusing stim pistols, you know. Guys, stay away from all sorts of stim pistol abuses and don't overheat yourselves or you might result. So look at that, look at him. Wasn't he playing on really high DPI? I'm just joking around, but you get my point. I mean,
Yes.
yes,
So,
yes,
the
yes,
last
Doctor.
round- The last round, Team Area 69 made the one mistake that you can make by playing Clash on Consulate is that not giving the Clash enough support. Is that a Twitch con that the Navi got? I believe that's a
I
Twitch
think
con
that is,
Navi-
yep.
Are we going to see a battle roll there between two Twitch cons? I would love to see that. So we're going to have another admin side take by Xerxes. And this time I believe that Team Area 69 is not going to be making the same mistake that they made last time of giving the attackers too much time and too much space to roam without, despite having a Clash on board. So repels coming in from admin and printer, but no way that the Jaeger makes a risky rotation into admin. He knows that there's one playing on a repel on printer window and there's one on repel on admin window.
Attackers have located a bomb.
A repel coming in from the IQ. She does not know that this Jaeger has made his way in. Another repel being coming in
What?
from the Hibana. If the Jaeger does not, and he still gets spotted down and loses the gunfight at the Hibana.
Oh no.
That was unfortunate timing from the side of the Jaeger. So Mozzie's going to be falling back since he is under a lot of pressure. Connector repel coming in. He's probably been called out. The dog's holding a long angle down to the stairs. A pre-play C4 gets spotted by the IQ and is taken out. So no C4 kills coming out for the Mozzie this round. And
Was he right? He's gonna start off killing people finally for the side of Team Area 69. He's gonna claim the life of that is round. That's your buck taken out. I think that was on the connector rappel. Meanwhile, Salamanca is still on this, excuse me, on a stronghold of this long angle. But Hibana pellets are getting dispatched one by one as the IQ and the Twitch are trying to push in for that kill on whoever it is that is trying to get those pellets off. But look at this squad. He's going to get a kill, another one for himself as he's going wide peeking on this hallway. The smoke has realized where the push is coming in from. He's going to rotate himself back from the yellow stairs and back to the long hallway. Banshee is going to get Quasi. Not exactly sure where that kill came out from, but Banshee is going to get himself a team kill. That is definitely not going to help the side of the attack. It all comes down to Finn, Zim and Salamanca, but Zim is here to get one and Salamanca is here to get another. And what a play from Team Area 69, finally stepping up on their game here. Is definitely going to put them up on board. And look at that, pre-fire through the smoke from the overhealed, not really, but just like as I like to call it, the abuse of the stim pistols. Doc is going to guarantee them that win. And now we proceed to round 6 here before we go on to the side swap. We're seeing both these teams so far really close. I cannot really take anybody's side right now because it's been one round where Area 69 is trying out something different. Not usually we see something new. They lose that and the next round they win it. It's just how they've been playing so far. But let us see if Xerxes Esports turn out to be the victor in this attack round, because after this we're going to have a side swap coming in, and that is definitely going to shift the tides on the way these two teams play, the aggression, the gameplay, excuse me, the operator picks. All that is going to matter definitely once we go into the side swap.
So Consulate being an attacker favored map, I would suggest that is currently in the favor of Xerxes on the scoreboard. But if Area 69 is able to get one more round on board, we should be able to I would give them the advantage for the round swap, since being on attack on Consulate, you have to get Consulate being a map that's pretty linear if you think about it. You roam here and then you make your avenues to attack side, unlike other maps where you need to roam here while holding your
seconds
flank.
remaining.
So having a nomad on the board on Consulate makes life so much more
seconds
easier
left
for the attackers to roam here and hold map control.
Attackers are moving to defuse the
So
bomb.
as the action phase begins, we're gonna have flashbacks of the first two rounds or the first three rounds that we had on this map, where Area 69 went to the basement. So a thermite ring brought out by Xerxes is gonna mean that they are gonna have a heavy garage wall push possibly, and they do not want any kind of tricking coming out from the side of Kid. Mozzie is going to be playing on the bottom of Spiral, and he's going to be getting a drone. So the Mozzie pests placed on the window are doing their job of denying not only just intel, but also gaining intel for the side of the defense.
Ninja station here. He is going to be outside the meeting room window, but Bansh is already making his way through the admin. He's got to be a little wary of in case a C4 comes out from below, because that is exactly where we saw Quasi play. Is down below, a little bit close to the side of the Visa, but not enough. But look at the positioning coming from Area 69 here. They are so heavily invested on a roam game, and I just don't get that Xerxes is not able to read into that we might as well ignore the roamers and push on the side directly. I mean, what can they do, right? Oh, look at that pre-fire from round. Is going to take out Flynn, while 8th Siriko is here to dispatch Ninja. He did come in from the side of the Visa stairs. That was onto the bottom Visa, but excuse me. Quasi is still going to be on the spiral stairs, using the statue in his perfect cover. He's making his way up. That's part of the twitch. He's going to light her up and fall back as well. Not much damage done, but that is enough to make sure the attackers are going to be a little more wary about who's coming up from the side of spiral stairs. Still see Salamanca and Zim hold down side all by themselves, as not really a great emphasis in terms of the breach has come out so far. Real RJ is going to be the one manning the thermite, while Samimax has already made his way downstairs, close to the cafeteria doorway. Oh, does he know there's somebody on his left? I don't think he does. Somebody creeping up on him. Who is that? Oh, that is going to be a 8th Siriko. He's going to meet him any time now, and he's going to claim that life. And an easy kill for the Legion. He's going to move back up, as he wants to play this on a retake. Quasi has got so many drones for himself. Area 69 has got to make sure they have a little bit of a better drone economy, because you cannot just be giving away free drones for the defense here. As 8th Siriko is making his way up, he knows there's nobody playing in console, as he's face checked that for himself. As Salamanca and Kaid are in perfect position to make this push stop, but Real RJ is not even going to try and attempt the breach. Meanwhile, he's going to get a kill for himself. In fact, 15 seconds left, and Bansh already has gotten side control for himself. That is going to be cafeteria, and that is it. The potatoes come in, but not from the side of Xerxes Esports. Excuse me, not from the side of Team Area 69, as they're going to be the victors of this fight here. And what a play from this team. It's going to put them that on the equalizer. And now we proceed to round 7. Both the teams on 3-3. It only is a matter of time till we find out who takes away this map, or is it going to be a close one? What are your thoughts, Dr. Dang?
So considering Team Area 69 has gone 3-3 on an attacker favored map while being on defense, I am going to give them the advantage based on how this map shapes up, but it also depends on how they decide to attack this. If their attacks are not as strong as the defense of Xerxes, we're going to see the defenders prevail. But it's going to be really exciting to see how this defender swap this role swap is going to be affecting this match going
Attackers
forward.
need to locate
So,
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Xerxes opting for the default site, as people call it on this map, which is going to be your console and meeting, and you're going to have a vigil, a smoke, of a Mai, Jaeger, and a dock being picked out. And ACOG on this side, on this map actually, is a really important pick, since you have a lot of long angles which can be contested using that ACOG of the dock or the root or the echo, which cannot really be contested in an equal fashion by, say, a 1x site like a Holo Reflex, or
10
in some
seconds
cases
remaining.
a Red Dot. You're also gonna
5 seconds to
see
go.
quick drone work, pre-placed drone inside admin, which is gonna get spotted out. So
Attackers
the
are moving
Vigil's
out to
gonna
locate a
go
bomb
for
and
a
defuse it.
spawn peek onto, I believe that's right back quick spawn. And he gets spotted out, he's gonna get pre-fired, but Sammy Max is gonna take care of Zim. That's your Zofia off the board. So quite a lot of fragging utility, as well as 2 impact grenades and some concussion grenades are going to be taken out. That's going to be really devastating for the team to attack with. And a lol being coming out from Zim. Oh my god, that's going to be
Attackers have
Pojo Man
located a
feels over
bomb.
there. So the Vigil's going to be playing inside admin. Probably the IQ can spot that out on
Attackers have dropped
her
the bomb.
RFID scanner. The Ash being on repel is not going to be able to do anything unless she's got some support. So Vigil's going to be prone under the south balcony, of
Attackers
which
recovered the
Flynn
bomb
is going to be
diffuser.
droning right
Attackers
now.
dropped the diffuser.
I'm presuming that the Vigil's cloak has been on, and with 1 minute wasted and the attackers
Attackers recovered
still
the diffuser.
not making any kind of entryway into the map as well, this does seem to be a round that the defenders have a favor on right now. So Flynn's gonna get down by the Jaeger, presumably, and he's gonna be taking out the Jaeger. That's gonna be a double kill for him this round. The Hibana and the Ash have finally made their way in downstairs. They're gonna be using the Ash charges to get rid of the Jaeger, playing inside. Wait, is that no? That's Doc playing inside bathroom. All right. So the Jaeger has been displaced from his anchor, as we can call it, inside admin towards Trinter. The Ash is going to be making her way up the spiral stairs, and the Nomad is going to get one onto the Jaeger. So admin control has been established by the attackers. They're going to be making their way in. Ash is already about a flank from bottom spiral, but she's going to hold this position for a crossfire from long desk.
Ash is in a really crucial spot now. She could make this crouch shot peek happen for herself and get herself easy access onto the site. Quasi has got to play this to perfection. 8 Syracuse is going to go for the retake once again. He's possibly looking to shift himself back, but look at this. He Ash perfectly. He's not going to miss the shots. What are you doing, Ash? Quasi's going to claim the life here, but the Puig comes in eventually, and that is going to be round taken down Quasi. 3 versus 1, make that a 2 versus 1 as 8 Syracuse is here, but Ninja is here as well. And Xerxes Esports are going to prevail on round 7. And what did I just get to see there?
Boy.
That was the Nomad who was moving in from the side of the spiral stairs. She lost the fight. She just ignored the smoke. And then it was the Ash coming back for the refrag there. But anyways, my bad. I just thought that was the Ash moving in. But that was bad, man. That was really bad. Just ignoring the smoke is... Right, we have a rehost request coming in from the side of Team Area 69, and that is exactly what we'll be going into doing. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, guys. Get your popcorn ready. We are back with more Rainbow Six Siege action for you in just a while. Alrighty then, we'll be up and running into the game right away, as we have a little bit of a waiting time there established for ourselves, because we had a little conversation with the players as well. But we are here with the game resuming back from where it ended. A 4-3 scoreline with Xerxes Esports in the lead, and now we see taking ourselves to round 8 here as the play is on. We'll be seeing 8 Sariko run out the thermite this time around, while the side is going to be on the bottom floor after Xerxes successfully defended that last round. We'll be seeing Flynn. He's going to be rappelled up and above. He's got the RED scanner as well, as we hear the IQ dropping out of sound cues, as the Witchell is going to be on the roam. Is there bunch to support him? Yes, he's going to be on the short desk here on the front offices. He's going to spot one drone. He's going to take that out. But does he want to take this? Oh no, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Do you want to take this fight for yourself? Because it's essentially a suicide. There's so many software that you can play for here, but just not enough to give you enough cover. He's going to spot the IQ and he's going to claim the life of Spin. That's a really important kill coming in from him. He's going to get the another one as well. Bunch and a double kill here. He's going to claim the life of Zim and Flynn. A really good play from this man. He's not going to spot the Nomad. He's going to miss his shots for the while, as he's got his friend now. That is going to be Sammy Max back on the rappel game to help him. He's watching for anybody trying to go for the over-aggressive rappel peak, that is. Still see the Ash making her way through the soda cans area. That is going to be on the yellow. But Salamanca has already stepped back. He doesn't want to go for the rappel game himself. But look at that one tap from Itzariko. What an eye on this man. The Eagle's eye, as I like to call it. He's going to spot out the head of Real RJ. It's going to take him out, and possibly a good night already that he's dropping off in the chat for himself. Or in his mind at least, because that was one hell of a one tap that we just got to see. And Bandit, not knowing that you get exposed from a spot like that, it's going to cost him his life there. Kyozi is still holding down here. He's the Ash. He knows there's somebody creeping up. That is going to be Sammy Max. Or will he collect the kill is the real question. Still holding this down. Does he hear the thermite charge blow off? He's going to give himself a turnaround. Does he know there's somebody on the soda can? He's going to go for the white peak. Only a matter of time till Ash finds him out, and that is it. A quick headshot from Quasi. A really good patience game coming in from this man, and looks like the attackers are finally starting to step up on their game here. They've got the breach done as well. I see Bunch being very low on HP. This might as well be the play that they want them to pull off. But look at this 8. Sariko is only going to drop a kill on the side, but the Legion is here to refrag, only to get taken down by the attackers that are moving in from the breach. But now it all comes down to Banch in a 1 versus 2 clutch. He's only got 20 HP left for himself. He's going to spot the Nomad. Going to land his shots. He's going to get the diffuser as well. That's the triple kill for the man. It all comes down to Quasi versus... That is going to be Bunch, excuse me. As it's the Jaeger versus the Ash. She's going to have to go for the plan. Not enough time left. 9 seconds left on the board. Quasi making his way in. But she's going to stop the plan now. She's got to go for it. But does she know Jaeger's creeping up on him? And look at that clutch coming in from area 69 here. Quasi with a perfect play. He's going to bait out with the diffuser planter noise. Know exactly where the Jaeger is playing. Go for the white peak onto the hallway and get that frag for herself. As I stumble over my words a little bit in that round there, but there's so much happening that I just could not keep a track of. I had to make sure that everything gets covered anyways. 4-4 is the scoreline, and looks like this match is getting even more heated up as we see an equalizer coming in from Team Area 69 here. 4-4, and we proceed to round 9. And what a play both these teams are bringing out on the table here today on Consulate.
That is what you call black ice luck. I mean, if the Ash did not have the black ice on her R4C, I'm pretty sure she would have lost that gunfight. So, the defenders are going to go back to their previous site selection, which is going to be basement, and have a similar, having the exact same operator selection. Let's hope that the attackers do not get picked off on the window repairs as like flies last time, since despite the Jaeger getting tagged up so much, he was allowed to get 2 kills on the rappel and almost got the Nomad as well. So the admin clear not going the way that the attackers wanted, but despite that, with the help of the Ash and the Nomad, they were able to pull back the man disadvantage that they actually had over there. So you're gonna see the attackers have a heavy roam on the top floor. Sorry, the defenders have a heavy roam on the top floor, like both like Area 69 was having on their defensive routes. We're gonna have the Vigil play inside admin this time, since his cloak makes it a little difficult for the attackers to pinpoint which corner he's gonna be sitting in. But at the same time, when his cloak is on, he's gonna get spotted by the IQ. So the Vigil actually deciding to vacate from admin. But does he gets thrown out in meeting, and the pre-fires through the window are gonna get the Vigil. That's gonna be the bandits gonna get traded out by the Ash of Quasi. So two quick kills coming out by the attackers this time. The Legion's gonna be peeking aggressively on yellow stairs for the Ash, but he's not gonna land any shots. So the Thermite's gonna get one wall open and the second one wall, and Bunch is gonna get one onto the IQ, but he's gonna get traded out by the Ash. So the attackers having a much stronger round start this time. It's been 2 minutes and we've already down to 4v2 in favor of the attackers. Quick work being made by the Ash on the floor of piano and bathroom hallway, as we call it. The Doc's going to be playing deep inside connector. He's going to get one. He's going to tag the Ash, but the Ash getting thrown not to play. Quasi going to get the Legion, and then finally the Dog's going to get shut down by the Thermite. So Team Area 69 really showing that the advantage of being on attack on the second phase is helping them out, and they're going to be up 5-4.
It's been quite the to and fro of rounds that we're getting to see here, but finally we'll be seeing the side of Team Area 69 turn out on the advantage. But for how long is the real question? It's only a matter of while till Xerxes Esports realizes what Area 69 is doing here and make that comeback for themselves. But I'm a little skeptical now. I don't know, man, because I think Team Area 69 finally understanding what Xerxes has been doing so far. I think they've figured out a way to win against them while they stand on a massive advantage for themselves. They still manage to take it away from them. And I think that is exactly where Xerxes is lacking. Mid-run adaptations is what they've got to bring for themselves, or else it's not going to work out for the side of the defensive team here.
I mean, the Vigil getting killed by a barricade wall bang was just unfortunate, but then Jaeger taking a gunfight aggressively onto the IQ, losing a little bit of HP, and then getting traded out by the Ash did not really help Xerxes in maintaining map control. So sometimes I would say sometimes it's smarter to not take a gunfight and retain map control rather than take a gunfight, get one kill, and get traded out only to lose map control. So we're gonna see the Vigil being played again on the player of round, and Jaeger's gonna be helping him hold admin, and a similar shield placement by the smoke. So this shield placement is actually pretty smart, I would say. I mean, you can hold Visa stairs as well as hold the rotate and not get shot from someone repelling on meeting balcony. We're gonna see an admin side push coming out from the side of Team Area 69 again. The Hibana is gonna be droning Hibana is gonna be droning Visa, while Flynn is gonna go for a repel on the south window. He shouldn't be worried about the run out from meeting unless it has been air jabbed by Salamander. So the Vigil is going to be under a little bit of pressure, but he has the Jaeger of Sammy Max to protect him, and the Ash is just going to walk up Visa stairs and going to get the Vigil. That's going to probably open up a lot of rounds. Smoke, why is he not watching the cross from Visa? Jaeger's going to be making his way into Printer, but he's going to get drowned down by the operator, by the Ash playing inside Printer or on Repel. Ash is going to be making his way into the site, and this seems to be a heavy push coming in for the side of meeting, but the shotgun's going to take out the Ash, but he's going to get traded out by Flynn. The Dogs get spotted close to bathroom door, and he's going to be taken out by Ninja. It's all down to the Vamai playing inside console. His position's going to be called out by the shots he fired on the player playing on the connector repel. This is going to be a really tough gunfight for him to contest, and he's going to lose his head to the Zofia playing on Connector Repel. So the attacker-sided map showing clearly why it is attacker-sided. By losing control on one side of the map, the defenders have suddenly lost control of their side.
Definitely, just like I said, Team A69 has finally understood what mistakes we're seeing Xerxes Esports make, and they are able to breach them right there and there at the moment. It's not even a rocket science at this point. They know that there's not enough crossfires being established on the type of roam that we are seeing Xerxes bring out, and that is exactly what is allowing Quasi to walk up Visa stairs, that is allowing so many people to stay at places that should not be originally, and that has just been it. Finally, the attacking team reading into what the defense is doing, and Xerxes Esports are sadly going to be on the receiving end of it, while Team Area 69 proceed to match point. All they have to do now is win another round for themselves, and they proceed with the victory for themselves and onto the phase 3 of the qualifiers for season 2, because we do know for a fact that the teams that will be making out to the top 4 only get selected in the Division 3 here. So that is going to be a really big factor for everybody. Staying in the top 4 is definitely not easy. I mean, not with 58 teams participating in the season 2 qualifiers here. Definitely so much behind, and so many matches. More than that, so much competitive spirit that you've got to have as players to make sure you cut through all of those matches for yourselves and qualify in the top 4 of the qualifiers and get yourself that spot in Division 3. Meanwhile, we'll be seeing Sammy Max hold on this spawn peak angle. That is going to be onto the side of police line. I'm going to find anyone. Maybe the Zofia, but no, he's just moved back, and so will the Jaeger. AC round playing once again on the side of admin, and really bad admin hold coming in from the side of the defense here. They've got no emphasis on the reinforcements that they can use onto the break room. They've got nobody playing onto the side of Visa. There is just 2 people in admin waiting to get killed. That is exactly what we are seeing from the side of Xerxes Esports. I hope afterwards, when they're watching this match, they realize the fact that for an admin hold, you've got to at least expel some of the utility. But look at this, he's going to get tagged along from down below. I assume that is, yes, Flynn from outside the map. He's got the window to help himself. He is going to do pretty good damage to the Vigil. Definitely not marginal, but that is surely going to help him in taking the gunfights after all. Round is going to maneuver back onto the long desk. He knows that he is not safe on the admin side. Meanwhile, Sammy Max is going to eat up a few drones here. Going to be pushing in close. Could get spotted out any moment. A pre-fire could come in. Salamanca is going to be on that grapple. He knows where the Jaeger is playing. Choosing to pre-fire, but not yet. He's going to do that eventually. Let's see Sammy Max still holding down. Going to be up and steady here. He's not got any AES to help himself as well, but Real RJ is going to get Quasi this time around. That is, I think, somebody creeping up onto the Visa stairs here, as Quasi is going to drop an XD in chat. They still see Sammy Max held down here. Could get taken out any moment now. Well, Round is going to try and pre-fire anybody who's trying to rappel onto the printer window, but look at that. Quasi tried to make a sneaky way up to yellow stairs, as we do see his dead body lying over there now. Still see Sammy Max. He's going to be holding down and wasting a lot of time for the side of the attackers. I'm actually surprised they haven't figured it out where the Jaeger is playing. He's going to eat a lot of shots, and he's going to get down. Finally, they're getting the admin control done for themselves, but the Vigil is definitely going to be alright. Flynn is going to get benched, and Salamanca is going to confirm the kill onto Sammy Max. It all comes down to Real RJ, Round, and Ninja. We do see Flynn hitting one of those Capcan traps that we did see Real RJ place out in the beginning of the round, as the Capcan traps will now be taken care of. And ironically, the IQ is the one who actually walked into the Capcan trap. But where did that Zofia come in from? Not exactly sure. Was that the balcony? No, that is from Connector, and a really good Zofia placement coming in. That is the lifeline. It's a 4 versus 3 now.
15 seconds to go.
And 15 seconds left. They've got to converge on this one single doorway. Any time now, they're going to walk in. And that is going to be 8 Siriko. He's walked in, but Round doesn't know that the plan is going down already. Flynn is going to win the gunfight and Zin onto another. And what a cleanup from the side of Area 69. And GG's get dropped in the chat. Like I said, Xerxes Esports not realizing how a defense should work on a map like this is what is going to cost them on this map here as they get eliminated from the qualifiers of Season 2 and only for them to try out in Season 3 again. But on the bright side for Team Area 69, they can proceed to Phase 3 of the qualifiers. And what a play! 7-4 is going to be the scoreline as we proceed with the match day 3 here at the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League qualifiers of Season 2. What a play indeed. Any closing thoughts you have, Dr. Dang?
So Team Area 69 really showing that they are a team that's really strong on attack. I mean, they lost one round on attack, and that was because of I believe that was because the defenders were, I do not remember which round they lost, but as I would just like to say that Team Area 69 is really a team that is strong on attack, and we saw that come out as just losing one round on attack and winning the rest. They closed the map out 7-4. But Xerxes did put up a really strong fight, and it was an exciting game to cast for you, Foxy.
Well, the feeling is likewise, Dr. Dang. Well, that'll be it from us for the while, as we have another match coming up, and that is going to be hosted by Baba Gusta and Blackjack. All right, that is going to be hosted by me, definitely, but it is going to be casted by Baba Gusta and Blackjack, as that is Gamer Syndicate versus Point 8 coming up in just a while. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back in just a moment with more Siege action.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on. A 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and my dear fellow gamers, welcome back to WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Act Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm Baba Gusta with my co-caster Blackjack, and we are here to witness the qualifiers matchup of Team Gamers Syndicate versus Point 8. Blackjack, how you doing?
Oh, I am doing fantastic, Baba Gusta. Thank you for asking. As we are here for the game between Gamer Syndicate and Point 8. And an interesting fact about this game is that Gamer Syndicate were in Division 3 in Season 1 of the WD Black, the Esports Club League. But unfortunately, since they're here in the qualifiers, means they were relegated for being in the bottom end of that league table. And here they are fighting for their spot once again. They've come up against Point 8. And I believe the last time we saw Point 8 was yesterday or a couple days ago against TRN Valiants, where they took a 7-1 game, completely shutting Valiants down with no hesitation. So this should be definitely a very exciting game coming forward.
Well, I even heard that there is this one player from Point 8 who actually has a KD of 0.8.
Ah.
Maybe that's the reason why they just kept their name as Point 8, Jack. What do you think?
Oh, that would certainly be quite the decision from the entire team, as I believe it is Bira for Point 8 who has that KD. Point 8 in Point 8, poetry, as it were.
Poetry at its finest, Jack, because we are going to see them go up against Gamers Syndicate on a map Clubhouse. So, even if you guess what kind of bans that both of these players are gonna go in, do you think they're going to ban for a hard breacher, or they just decide to go for just take out the frag operators like Jackal or Capitao instead?
Well, if you have to ask me, given what we've seen in the WD Black the Esports Club League throughout Season 1 and this qualifiers phase, for Season 2 so far, lots of teams have been banning Thatcher. And Gamer Syndicate games have also seen Thatcher bans. They've also seen Capita bans. So I wouldn't be surprised at either, because both of them are really, really good utility-type operators. So I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest, right? But some teams have also banned Maverick, some teams have banned Thermite, We've even seen what was that one ban we saw once? Monty. Yeah, we've seen Monty bans. Because Monty has an operator, that is. He can smoke plant quite easily on the CCTV site, which a lot of teams are also prone to go for on defense. Which, it only makes sense. You don't want a gigantic mountain sitting there in the corner just waiting for you to go in the counter defuse, right? That's just begging to be taken out.
That's the old strat now, Jack. Have you ever forgotten about Ying with the smoke grenades and 3 Candelas? She's actually way much more powerful than the Monty ban, in which we actually get to see here.
That is also true.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see that the attackers have way many amount of choices for them to choose their plan of attack. You have one with the normal strategic wise, where you just use a hard breacher to open up a wall, give them angles for the player so that they can be able to take them out by surprise. That's one. Second, you have the heavy aggressive force on attack, where all you have to do is just say hi to Finca, use the adrenaline surge, just go in and just start banging their doors, just like you're the part of the FBI teams, and just take control of the whole entire situation immediately. It's up to their choice on how to pick it, and we kind of it's quite interesting to see how players are going to play. Have more choices, but also they have a lot of advantages and disadvantages, basically like a rock paper scissors. So if, for an example, if an attacker tries to go heavily aggressive, the defenders, all they can do is just add some trap operators like Legion, Frost, Capcan, so that they can delay the inevitable and hopefully get a win. So you just get to see variety amount of strats, and sometimes we get to see some unexpected movements from out of this, and we are quite excited to see how well it's going to go on, Jack.
Absolutely, it is definitely very exciting. And as you said, talking about different metas that we could see, different strategies be employed. Trap meta is definitely something that still exists. Those operators are quite they're quite powerful in their own right, but when brought on as a team, a Legion, a Capcan, a Frost, an Ella, if you want an Echo or a Smoke, operators like these are definitely very, very useful from a utility perspective. And when it comes to operators like Smoke or Echo, the plant denial potential is also great. And so something that definitely happened in Season 1 was where Gamers Syndicate, they were a part of Division 3 in Season 1. I had the opportunity to cast some games of theirs with Foxy, and I'm actually going back on the data that I have right now to...
It's all right, Jack. You can just take your time, find it in your
All right.
paper somewhere else, because getting this information is so damn very hard, and I'm quite glad that you've kept all of this intact with all of the information you have at the palm of your hand. Like, are you using the PC to get all of the information, or are you just using the pen, the classic pen and paper to write all of this information?
Well, I actually am using pen and paper for this particular exercise, because more than that, having a writing exercise is always nice. My mother has always taught me that, keep your writing exercise always going, make sure your wrist is flexible. Like, your wrist is used for a lot more than writing, but writing consistently helps keep it, mobile, as it were. And now that I'm going over all of the data that I have, from what I can tell, Gamer Syndicate, they didn't have the best time in Division 3 in Season 1, right? They had a game against Monkas, and they were in... that was on Villa as well, and they were taken to the Cleaners, 7-3 for Monkas. And another unfortunate matchup, that they had was against MRCZ, of all teams. And we all know, like, I'm pretty sure you can estimate how that game went. Definitely not the best time to be a GS fan, for sure. But, this season they're back, and they might just go back to Division 3, which would mean they get another chance to try and vie for those season Division 2 spots if they manage to win those the corresponding number of games. The points table system and round difference, all of the good stuff, all of the scores that you can follow at the WD Black, the Esports Club leagues, social medias, their Instagram, Facebook, or on the stream itself. We have a tournament screen where we also display points tables for all of those unaware. So, given everything we've seen from Gamer Syndicate and everything we saw from Point 8, it's certainly, certainly going to be interesting. Point 8, of course, the only time I've ever seen them was yesterday, and they took TR8 Valiants, as I said, to the Cleaners. So, with that being said, what was your impression, Baba, of Season 1?
Well, Season 1, I saw a lot of great aces being made, especially from, the Cav making a 1v5 ace on Villa Statuary Room. That was, so crispy. And also, how can I not forget about the Vortex ace of Team Reckoning Esports? That was, my God. Like, just by seeing those numerous amount of plays, feels like we just got a new team on their hands, guys. Like, Reckoning Esports is the team where other teams needs to be careful with. I mean, you make one mistake. I mean, they're the ones who actually did defeat Team Quantum G1, I believe. So with all of that, we are going to continue as we are going to start the game up between Gamer Syndicate versus Point 8 on map Clubhouse.
Absolutely, and this promises to be a very, very exciting game. We are here on the ban phase, and the first ban from the side of Point 8 will be on the attackers, operators. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not it's going to be interesting to see whether or not my predictions come true. But Babagusa, do you have any predictions for any bans that we might see?
For a map like Clubhouse, I've seen a lot of players banning Maverick, and instead their Point 8 is deciding to go for a Thatcher ban, which is actually quite viable for the fact that Thatcher can be able to use his EMP nades from the roof, and he can be able to take out some utilities from below the site, which is very powerful. And with that first ban being Thatcher, I'm guessing there should be at least a hard breacher being banned here, but no.
Oh, okay.
Gamer Syndicate is actually thinking of banning Dokebi. Then that means 3 hard breaches are up in play. We still have Capitao, we still have Jackal, and also we have Nomad. Nomad could be a strong pick here for Gamer Syndicate to eventually shut off all of the rotation. I wouldn't say rotation holes, I would say flanks being made from the defenders as we see Gamer Syndicate going for a Kaid ban. And I'm guessing this last ban would definitely be Echo. Poor Echo, 100% ban rate. Never mind. All right. See, the caster's curse, dude. It's also great, man. Anyways, as we see the end of ban phase, we are going to see as team 0.8. I'm guessing they're going to be defending around on CCTV.
Most likely, either CCTV or Church. Oh, looks like it's going to be Church indeed. It's Church, if you ask me, is tied for best side of Clubhouse with CCTV. Like, I myself, if you have to ask me, I would probably go CCTV first. Because when it comes to sites where Bandit can do his thing, bandit tricking, I actually am the Bandit main here. So I do that, and I ask for somebody to play below on lounge. There's always a dock in garage, and that's it. That's my cover. It's all set, done with. I have zero problems getting Bandit tricks done. I'll actually show you someday how I do that. I've had like some top tier thermites come against me and they
Attackers need to
fail.
locate and defuse.
I know
any
that sounds
bombs
like I'm
they
bragging,
can.
but it actually has happened. Like, I've been waltzing with thermites, left, right, and center, like left, right, left, right, left, right.
I mean, I can actually show you my smoke place. All I do is to stay on the site and wait for the countdown to go to 0. That's all I do. I mean, it basically works out because you have that smoke canisters. You can just waste a bit of a lot of amount of time where you have the roamers doing their job oh so damn well by taking out all of the operators, and I just sit here and do absolutely nothing. It's just fantastic. It's a great life, to be a smoke meme. Alright, let's just head into our rosters. As we see on Gamer Syndicate, we have Easy, Killsteal, Bluetooth, Baz, and Ash the First. As we see on the rosters of Pointed, we have Heartless, Creatine, Toxic, AF, Pira, and Zokomoko. Quite interesting names though, I kind of like it.
Definitely very, very interesting names, especially Toxic right there. We're going to have to be careful as Maverick has already begun his heart-breaching shenanigans, but there's the pulse playing right here. Oh, he's going to get the head of Bluetooth right there. Oh, no. Gamer Syndicate have lost one of their principal heart-breachers, and the Maverick, unawares of the pulse playing instead of dirt. A lack of drone work is going to cost him, his life in this situation, as the IQ is going to push into kitchen, and hopefully better support for the thermite for any C4 plays from the side of point 8. Definitely gonna need that because it is a 4v5 advantage. Now, one thing IQ definitely can do is there we go, you see her tracking the pulse and trying to get the shots off, but not a whole lot of damage to Kretin is gonna be done, and Kretin has pulled Heartless, as he has put his heartbeat scanner back. And that's gonna hide his presence from the IQ's RD scanner for the time being. She's gonna have to look for other utilities inside a site, and there we go, the breach charge for vertical gameplay. Although right up against the door may not be the best position to put it in, but he does light up Heartless quite a bit as the pulse is very low on HP, and that might just open up the breach onto kitchen hatch a little bit easier. Beta, he's sitting inside of the central stairs for the time being, just halfway up the main stairs. He knows somebody's using bar, or does he? No, he doesn't. And he's going to be taken out right there from Killsteal, who equalizes the man count and pushes down the main stairs. The Monty is already here. Easy. He's sitting on the central stairs by the bar where he's actually pushing in, and all he needs is some cover from the Zofia. Impact nades are coming out from inside a site, as there we go. Thermite's going to look to open kitchen hatch, and the Jaeger, that is Zokomoko, is inside of church for the time being. He's being supported by the pulse. As Killsteal goes down, the Jaeger gets that kill on to the Zofia. Zokomoko taking down Killsteal. That's a big one, and now it's just a lone Monty for the time being until the rest of GS can come and help. And definitely there's somebody coming. That's the Thermite, but no, he has a Gooman in his shin, but the Jaeger's going to whiff quite a few shots and forced to pull back. With Thermite at his side, the Monty can definitely feel a little better as the IQ is going to push back up, but no, Toxic there on the flank. He's going to get one, so Kokomo gets one, and it's Heartless with the C4 to finish off Easy as point 8 secure round 1.
Well, Jack, since team point 8 winning on Church, it's going to be quite predictable to say that they have full control on Church, as we see that they're going to be defending yet again on CCTV room and cash room. But this time, instead of picking Monty, they've decided to take Zofia instead. Zofia and two Heart Breachers, Hibana and Thermite, which is quite important though, because if you have an op like Bandits, in which point it hasn't been taking, I'm guessing that they're going to play for a post-punch situation. That's the reason why you have Mute, Vamai, and Jaeger to hopefully not only to deny the intel gathering, but also to deny the smoke being placed from either Capital or smoke grenades from
Attackers
the
need to locate
other
and defuse
operators
bombs.
that they have. But never mind, they don't have any smokes just yet. So as we see Point A defending on CCTV room, we'll be seeing Heartless is going to be playing as the Mute, and Toxic who's going to be playing as Mozzie and Mute, which is quite a good pair when it comes to denying a lot of intel, as well as we see two utility denying ops, Vamai and Jaeger. And also, let's not forget about Val as well. Oh! Almost there. Wow, that was quite a save there from Heartless. He will eventually get the drone from the attackers. That will have a lot of advantage from them. And I would say the comp from the defenders is quite really going well out here. Bira throwing his black eye cam right from outside the mains, in which he can be able to see the whole outside balcony of construction window. So if they did open up the wall, the only thing that the defenders should be able to arrive is through the construction, so that they can be able to take out the attackers who are holding an angle from the construction, which gives the defenders quite an edge here. Since Thatcher has been banned, Easy has, a bit of a work while playing as Maverick, while he needs to open up the wall of the CCTV. Even though there is a mute jammer being placed here, it doesn't matter here, because Maverick will eventually open up the door, while we see Ash the First hopefully using a breach charge, or...
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't need to, because he's Thermite. I mean, it doesn't work out, but if Thermite opens up a wall near the construction wall, it could give a huge advantage for the attackers to get in though. Meanwhile, we see kill steal. I'm hoping that, yeah, there we go. We see Zofia using her concussive nades to hopefully open up a wall to at least get the proper access, but I'm quite surprised that he's not, he opened up the right side of the wall, not at the left side. As we see Maverick throwing his nade, eventually gets captured from Vamai's magnet, and now it's just intel game from both the teams, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Sees almost the head, almost misses that one tap from the Commando 9 from Heartless, as he is going to rotate back from... He's not going to rotate back. He's just going to stay there, hopefully to play defensive more than playing on aggressive here. Maverick still at the side of Stockholm. Will he be able to find Mozzie though? He actually sees the head, goes for the pre-fire, doesn't connect, as eventually it's just wasting bullets here from Team Gamer Syndicate. Mozzie still hoping to find one, eventually doesn't get anything just yet. And with that, a lot of time being wasted here from Gamer Syndicate, and not a lot of intel being gathered here, as they are quite confused on what to do on their next push. Bluetooth and Paz working out together to take out Toxic and Creative, while we see Bira taking out Paz as he's holding an angle right from the garage. They've already have control on towards on CCTV with Hibana. Throws the C4 from Bira, doesn't connect whatsoever. That's a great shot there from Thermite, eventually getting the garage control, and also another kill from Jaeger, getting the double kill. Now it's all down to Heartless to clutch this one out on a 1v3 situation. He will find one easy, but he still needs to find two more, as it is the post-plan situation from him. He sees the Hibana, but none the end, Bluetooth will be the one to give Gamer Syndicate their first win on attack in map Clubhouse.
Alrighty then, round 2 going to Gamer Syndicate, which means it's 1-1 in nobody's favor on round 3 right here. Now, going back a couple of hours, back when Team Shout was playing against King's Crew, I was casting with Dr. Dang that game, and I made the prediction that since it's a 1-1 early game scoreline, we might see, say, like a very close game going forward. Definitely not a 7-1 or a 7-2, and that game ended up being a 7-2. So while I'm tempted to say that this game has more of a chance to go closer to overtime than the last one, I
Defenders,
don't think I
protect your
want to
bombs
jinx
from being
myself a
defused by
second time
attackers.
around. Thank you very much.
I mean, you do know that. We did saw a great overtime match point from our previous matchup. It was so damn great on a map like Clubhouse. Wait, was it Clubhouse? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't.
It was Clubhouse actually. XTM versus Don't Listen to Us.
Yeah, that was quite a great match. And was it on Clubhouse though?
Yeah, I have it written down here.
I mean, most matches that we see here, the amount of overtime match point that we used to arrive is definitely from Clubhouse and not from Coastline.
That is true. That is actually very true. But whether or not this game goes all the way to that distance remains to be seen. As Gamer Syndicate are going to be mounting the attack once again on round 3 right here. As Point 8 have gone back to CCTV and Zokomoko trying to be a little cheeky, get a early kill or two for his team. He's definitely not going to find somebody for the time being. As Gamer Syndicate, we all know what's going to happen. It's easy with the Maverick once again. The most analog way of hard breaching a wall. Quite simply with a blowtorch, as he's going to be doing the half-wall trick once again on the right side of the wall and not the left. I'm curious, this is of course the side that is closer to the main red stairs, and he's missed a little bit of the wall. There we go, it's soft, he needs to get out of that rappel quickly, and once again a perfect demonstration from Gamer Syndicate on how the Maverick half-wall trick works. And it's actually quite funny to me how that particular feature of Maverick, like that particular utility that Maverick can do, actually began as a bug for Siege. You know, if you remember when this was, okay, Vida, he might just get the kill on Sophie. No, he's gonna light him up a little bit, but he's gonna have to pull back for the time being because he wasn't able to confirm the kill right there. The Valkyrie with the MPX playing inside of the garage's first floor is definitely gonna be in a little bit of trouble. More shots are being fired. This time it's from Bandit sitting on catwalk right here. As Killsteel, he's definitely waiting for somebody to peek at this doorway, but his team needs him to go and open up the soft wall really quickly. And oh, he's gonna get the kill on the Valkyrie right there, and that is a big one. The MPX is down as Beta unfortunately peeking when he didn't need to, but easy. Will he see the Bandit? He definitely droned in, and he might have seen him, and Bandit's not looking in that direction for the time being. Oh, he does. He sees the Maverick, but both of them have seen each other. But does Maverick know that there's a Jaeger down here as well? The drone's on the stairs to catwalk, and he doesn't. There we go. The Maverick's gonna go down. Will the Zofia too? No, the Zofia's gonna get the kill instead. That is a good trade back onto Zokomoko. Despite losing the Maverick, it was only the loss of one man to make sure that the defenders are in a disadvantage. Oh no, Toxic still gets flashed despite the Wamai's magnet catching that. And there we go, Hibana will confirm the kill off of that Bluetooth. Taking down the mute is now 4v2 as Heartless is lit up. But the Wamai's gonna get a kill onto the Hibana. He's gonna get a double with the AUG right here. And Heartless is gonna get one as well. This has quickly turned from a 4v2 to a 1v2. All down to Ash the First to try and clutch it up for his team. What a turnaround of events we have right here. It is all down to the Thermite with the diffuser, and he knows that there's a Wamai playing right behind that shield on the cache door, but the Bandit is rotated to the first floor. No, actually, he doesn't. And, nope, that was not the peak you needed to make, Ash the First, as he just rushed into side trying to play the red stairs, and Creighton on the Wamai. He's going to secure that. Bread and butter for him, as round 3 went to Point 8.
Well, since they've successfully defended Church and CCTV from Point 8, thanks to their, oh so good crossfire being established, one from being on Garage and the other one staying at CCTV, and a great Wamai plays there from, I would say from, was it Heartless? Yeah, I guess it was Heartless.
It was Creighton.
Yeah, it was Creighton. Yeah, well, good job from him as he gets 2 kills from the AUG, in which many people prefer to use the MP5, but AUG also gives a good amount of damage. But let's just progress towards on round 4, as Point 8 are going to be defending on Church.
Attackers need to
As
locate and
we
defuse
saw on the
bombs.
first round that they did defend it quite pretty well. The attackers decides to push from the tunnels. They try to even open the hatch on kitchen, but eventually failed as Point 8 successfully recovered to gain the control on the site and eventually get a win. But this time They have Maverick easy. He just needs to make sure he doesn't, get caught out on the open from Pulse's cardiac sensor to get, an unfortunate kill there. But hopefully we won't be seeing a Pulse being played there, but instead we'll be seeing Bira, who's going to be playing as Bandit. Oh, wait, am I seeing Jaeger being tagged quite a bit because of the Toxic's shotgun tried to make a rotation wall and he just gets caught right around from that crossfire. Anyways, we see, let's just head on towards on the action phase while the attackers have around 2 of the hard breaches. So basically 1 Hibana to open up. Oh, never mind. We just see a spawn peak being made from Zoko Moko, but eventually doesn't find one. In the meantime, he's going to just rotate back, but we still see Heartless, and he's going to get one onto Easy Jeezy. That is so sad, man. I think he needs to change his username from Easy to Very Difficult here, as Heartless immediately just picks him out. I'm no offense, Easy. You're just playing good, but it's definitely not your day here, as Heartless is going quite strong here. He's eventually going to get the second one, and he'll take out the kill seal. An unfortunate, I would like to say, an unfortunate intel not being given from the IQ, but he will eventually get refragged from none other than Paz, who was there to try to find Jaeger, who was eventually got 2 kills out of nowhere, surprisingly, as Gamer Syndicate has only have 3 in their man count, but the show must still go on, as they did successfully open up the hatch on towards the kitchen. Maybe they will go for the execute on towards on church, maybe, who knows, because we still have Thermite with the exothermic charge. He can be able to open it up. Meanwhile, we see Bira with the flank position right from garage. He can be able to take the operators from the attack, who is currently quite situated in kitchen. Maybe he can take Hibana off guard here. Meanwhile, we see Zoko Moko taking out Paz as Doc. He's going to juice himself back up to health. No, not a lot of problems being found here, as Bira will eventually get, I would say, tagged.
Spotted.
Yeah, spotted, my bad. Like, the amount of English that I say, sometimes I get confused myself. As we see Bandit tries to pre-fire, knowing that the fact that Hibana is from the main stairs, hoping to kind of find a connection here, but he will decide to play this passively. Hibana going for the push, but eventually Bira will take Bluetooth out. An unfortunate one, as meanwhile we see Ash taking out. It doesn't matter though, because Point 8 will eventually win round 4 in such a very early frag from Team Point 8, and a really bad day for Team Gamer Syndicate.
Definitely a very emphatic defense from Point 8, taking their fights and being aggressive where needed, especially the Jaeger that was heartless this time around. And it was certainly very interesting to see him just dip and dodge around billiards and bathroom of the first floor and just completely shut down Jackal. And also on that spawn peek from main stairs, he got the Maverick. That was another big kill, because Maverick was probably lining up to try and do his full wall breach trick on that dirt wall there. And dirt push, it didn't work out. Neither did the kitchen hatch drop. None of it worked. And a lot of attackers were actually taken out on the first floor. As we see the 6 pick from Heartless, he's going to go out from the Mozzie to the Echo this time. And the site is going to be
Defenders, protect your
Gym
bombs from
Bedroom
being
right
used
here.
by attackers.
Alrighty. Interesting pick from the Defenders team. Of course, Gym Bedroom is a site that has been coming up quite recently. It's always been a defendable site, actually. It's slightly tougher than CCTV or Church, that is for sure.
I mean, it's quite interesting to see the players from Indian subcontinent tries to do the exact opposite, especially on coastline, where we actually make a prediction that they're going to defend on hookah, but instead they'll just defend on penthouse. Same as goes from a map on Clubhouse. Instead of defending on CCTV, the players decides to go for gym and penthouse, in which the attackers will have the same mentality of thinking, hey, look, they're going to be on CCTV. We have Maverick, we have Thermite, we can be able to open them out. But that's basically a strategy for the defenders. They can just immediately, the attackers already have a mindset, and since the defenders choosing for a different site, the attackers needs to figure out a way to actually change their strategy from, to think of how to execute on a site on gym and bedroom, and that's exactly what Team Point 8 are doing.
Well, more than that, the point eight definitely decided for Jim out of the fact that they've defended C. Stephen Church back to back successfully. So,
Attackers
kind of
located
forced
a
to go
bomb.
here because nobody wants to go to Bar. Let's be real here. Bar is just a site that, unless you are very good with a specific strategy that counters a lot of peakways, hallways, lines of sight, hard breach, hatches, there's so many things to actually take care of, and not to mention the fact that Stock's door can just be pushed so easily at a lot of times. It's not a site that a lot of people definitely want to go to, as we're going to be seeing Maverick go for that. Oh no! The C4 does come out from Beta, but it's just a little too late, as Easy did manage to get the half-wall breach trick done, and Bluetooth in the meanwhile has taken out Zokomoko. That is the Jaeger of the board, a big kill. The carbine is gone, but Cash Room is still reinforced, and Bluetooth has actually taken a little bit of damage in that scuffle that he had. In the meanwhile, Thermite, he's gonna have to pull back for the time being, because the half of that reinforced wall being soft means that he can be shot if he goes for a hard breach very easily. As yep, IQ, she took out the mid jammer just a second ago. She takes out the castle barricade, but Castle himself is sitting right there with the UMP in hand inside of Cash Room. Thermite, he's trying to go for a hard breach right there, but he's not going to be able to because there's a mute jammer right on that reinforced wall. IQ's going to be the first one to go for this peak, and the castle will down her accordingly. The Nomad goes down as well. Is the Thermite going to be downed as well? No, the Thermite
Attackers
gets
bomb
the
diffuser
castle
has
end.
been dropped.
Oh wow, a triple C4 from Toxic from out of nowhere. He's going to take down the two down, and the Thermite along with as the mute has just turned this round into a complete clutch situation. 1v3 for Killsteal to make a play happen. He only has 40 seconds left in the round as Toxic is there with a shot, and there we go, confirms on Killsteal. With that, 0.8 have won round 5. And we seem to have had an audio bug right at the end of that round. Oh, it's still there, if you can hear it.
Yeah, basically,
Mute
well,
jammer, the
looks
destruction-
looks like Mute has just interfered with our tournament here. Please, Mute, if you're listening to me, please don't do this. We are here on a wonderful match, as we are gonna go for a rehost.
Absolutely. It is certainly quite interesting that a sound bug like this is now a thing. I'll definitely have to keep this in mind when going into ranked. But anyway, regardless of that, we're gonna be having a rehost right here because of the spectator sound bug. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned, guys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. We are back after the rehost on round 6, where Point 8 is going to be defending on CCTV room and cash room. Blackjack, what are your predictions? What's going to happen, and who will be the victor among these two players? Two teams.
Well, given everything that we've seen from both the teams so far, my prediction is definitely leaning towards Point 8 to take this round as well. They have been absolutely amazing in their defensive round so
Attackers
far.
need to
Only
locate
one
and
round
defuse
has
as
been
many
given
bombs
away
as they can.
to Gamer Syndicate, who have been found wanting in not only their gunfights, but sometimes their use of utility as well, you know? Utility usage, sometimes getting peeked early, not being careful of defenders spawn peeking from very standard locations, if you ask me. And it has definitely caught them off in multiple occasions, and they're gonna have to be very careful of that going into this round if they want to be in a 4-2 situation where they can make the comeback happen a little easier. Point 8, of course, they're gonna be looking at this thinking, all right, let's make this a 5-1, 2 rounds away from victory, and let's
5 seconds to go.
let's close the deal in when we go to a role swap, which is of course going to be from round 7 onwards. Bia is going to be throwing out a Valkyrie camera, and there we go. A little bit of intel for attackers spawning from the warehouse. Of course, they're going to see the open garage door and they're going to think, all right, that's probably the Valkyrie right there. Let's find the cam, let's take it out. But they don't have an IQ, which is an interesting decision to make, given the fact that both Vigil and Valkyrie are in play. And of course, mute. So, you know, 3 operators whom IQ can counter directly, but looks like that first camera is not going to be much of a problem for the side of Gamer Syndicate. They're going to take it out nice and easy, and looks, and okay, is that a Heartless and Beta both on Garage Catwalk? I believe it is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Ooh, okay then.
Ooh.
2-stack defense. Interesting pick. Of course, there's no ACOG operator in the team for this round, as looks like Hibana's going to be looking to open up the main wall, and she's definitely getting, the very top of it. All right. That's definitely grounds that the Maverick can use to throw a grenade or 2 in to try and get a kill for himself. What is Thermite? Ash the first is... Oh wait, they don't have a Maverick. I just realized.
Yeah. I mean, they have a double heart breacher. Oh, no. Wow.
Never mind, it's a single
Okay.
heart breacher.
I mean, did Bira just use her C4 to just yeet from the C4 from the X-Kairos pellet that just detonated?
Yep.
Just went south. What?
She literally...
Amazing!
Beta...
Miracle!
Beta on the,
It's
Beta
a
on the
miracle!
Valkyrie, right? Beta on the Valkyrie, she just went up to that, saw that little peak area that Hibana made with her X-Kairos, and she was like, oh, you guys are going to use that against us? All right, here's an Uno reverse card. And just completely obliterating Asta first with that C4, but Toxic has gone down in the meanwhile, which means the smoke is off the board, and that's a big kill because Smoke's gas canisters are also essential for plant denial in the late game. Not just plant denial, but area denial in the late game. Beta, he's taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too much, and with the Thermite being off the board, actually, it means that there is no giant heart breach, and as the Nomad goes down, Bluetooth is off the board, but Creator will be taken down by Easy. That's a refresh from the Hibana from inside of Logistics. 3v3 situation right here. Man count is equalized, but will it play out in favor of Gamer Syndicate? Because they have been in equalized man counts before, and it hasn't worked for them. All 3 attackers are on the west side of the map, 2 in construction and 1 outside the CCTV window. And this might not be the ideal push for them because the defenders have more favorable positions. Zokomoko inside of Garage and Eastern Stairs. Oh, but Kilson's actually going to get one, but Easy gets taken down by the Vigil. He gets a double here, Zokomoko. Will he get the triple? He downs. He has downed the Zofia, but does he know? Well, he will know now, and there we go. The triple kill cleanup to finish off round 6, and just as I thought, Point 8 are going to take round 6, 5-1. into role swap.
Alright, Jack. First and foremost, I just wanted to address this. Gamer Syndicate, at first we thought they're going to have, a double hard breacher, just as usual, like they used to do it in the previous round, as they had, either a Thermite or a Maverick, but instead it was Hibana, and I quite agreed to it. And then the C4 that just went all south, it just blew my mind, dude. This immediately blew my mind. So anyways, on round 7 as we see the role swap being made as point 8 is going to be the one who's going to attack, as Gamer Syndicate is going to go on defense, and that too on the first defense they decide to go for a CCTV hold, which is quite interesting to see, because for the attackers they have Maverick for that to open up the walls, but immediately he can be able to counter it with a simple Nitro C4 to the face at the soft wall breaches to immediately take him out by surprise. That's basically what, the Maverick mains face each and every time, and I kind of feel bad for Easy though, because he has done his work as a hard breacher to successfully open up a wall just to get blown up by a Nitro Cell C4 from the Valk, and it's so sad to see, but hey, at least he's doing his part. As let's just forget about what happened on the past and just think about the present as we will proceed on towards action phase. As we see from Team Gamer Syndicate, we have Doc and Bandit. We still have Bandit in play, so even though they still have the Bandit charge up in play, Maverick needs to be very, very careful, because if he tries to repel from it, but as I was saying, from repelling, Paz on the meanwhile gets a spawn kill from the warehouse, taking out Toxic. That is basically a done deal for point 8, because that was the only hard breacher for the attackers to open up a wall on CCTV, and they just immediately just get spawn picked here. C4 being tossed from the mute, doesn't uses it just yet, as Zofia uses her concussive nades, uses a C4, but at the end, what? Are you kidding me? Mute, are you kidding me? You just got dazed from Zofia and you still get a kill from an SMG-11? What do Gamer Syndicate have in their pockets, dude? That was amazing. Meanwhile, with the point 8 losing 2 of those operators, Gamer Syndicate finally might have a chance to turn this thing around. As we see, Hibana tries to open up the walls of CCTV, I believe, to hopefully get an angle and get to the plant as best as we can. We see Heartless holding up an angle on towards the garage entrance to hopefully find. Never mind that Hipana didn't use their X-Kairos pillars to open up the walls of CCTV, but decides to use it on towards the from the garage wall in order to gain access if and only if Bandit is trying to bandit trick from the CCTV. As we see Paz holding up an angle from garage to hopefully make sure that no kind of flank routes the attackers would arrive and hopefully take the defenders out by surprise. A lot of drone work being finding out and knowing that Doc is still present from the garage. Nomad still needs to be careful because she has 2 of her air jabs. She can be able to use her air jabs to hopefully take Doc out by surprise and take her out, but it's going to be only a matter of time, because for Team Point 8 time is running out, and they still need to be careful on it. Paz is still holding on the circle and eventually takes out the head of Creatine, getting a double kill. The other attackers try to contest it, hopefully to get a trade, but in the end, IQ won't be successful, however, and gets killed from none other than Legion. And that's a done deal here, because Gamer Syndicate will finally report back as they will win round 7 on defense.
Well, looks like Gamer Syndicate do have the answer, and that answer is being on defense, because they have just put round 7 on the board, and they could very well be en route for a comeback here. It was 5-1 on the roll stop for everybody at home, and now it is 2-5. And Gamer Syndicate, with that round, they've put a dent. They've made a temporary stop in the momentum that Point 8 had. Will they be able to capitalize on this and put a complete stop to Point 8's road to victory? And will this game go to overtime? All of these questions and more as we go further into this game. The sight from Gamer Syndicate on the second round of defense for them is going to be Basement Church, which is, of course, again, the site on Clubhouse that is tied for first place, as it were. And they're going to be looking to make this defensive play happen for themselves. They have the Valkyrie, they've got the Mute, they've got the Echo, who is actually in play for once. Echo hasn't been banned, which is always nice. But they don't... Oh, they do have the Pulse. Killsteal is right there. I hadn't noticed it initially. But they've got all the operators they need. They have 3 C4s, actually, to play with. mute Valkyrie and Pulse, and both Valkyrie and Pulse can get great intel
10
on
seconds
the
remaining.
kitchen hatch, hatch hard breach. So the attackers
5
definitely are
seconds
gonna need to be very, very careful. Point 8, they do have the IQ this time around. Heartless bringing in that operator with her RED scanners, always nice to have. It's almost a compulsory pick, if you ask me. IQ in the current meta of Rainbow Six Siege, where defenders have so much utility that can just be hidden away in small corners where the attackers won't be able to find them unless they're really looking for it, which of course wastes a whole lot of time, and that's what the defenders want, so that the attackers waste time, they have to rush to site, and they end up making a mistake. But from the looks of things, the kitchen camera that Valkyrie had might just be taken out any second now, without much help from Mike. Oh, Zoko Moko's already going to take down Easy. That's a big kill. Inside of blue right there. Looks like the Ash from Oil Pit is the one to draw first blood. And Easy, he's not going to be too happy about that. He was just running around blue carefree as Zoko's pulling up. And oh, what a pre-fire right there! Onto Ash the first. And looks like it's a rush from the side of point 8 right here, but the Echo Drone is going to stun Ash quite a bit, forcing her to rotate back up the blue stairs for the time being, leaving that particular hold up to Hibana. And there we go, the push into side has happened. The Valkyrie isn't going to catch the Ash at all, as there's only one operator inside of Arsenal, and there we go, Toxic goes down. That's the Hibana off the board. But will that matter? As, the Pulse actually does get the kill. The Ash is also down, and the rush has been stopped for point 8 right here. Gamer Syndicate getting a couple of very, very vital kills, as it all comes down to this 3v3 situation in the minute 30 mark of the round. Plenty of time for point 8 to regroup and reconfigure the attack that they want to make right here, as I believe it was Kitchen Hatch indeed that has been opened, and I think they may have also opened Moto Hatch in the time being. Shots are being fired as, point 8, they definitely want to win just 2 rounds. That is all they need to get to victory right here. But will they be able to is what remains to be seen. Shots are being fired by the Echo onto the blue stairs area. He's got an angle all the way up to that 90-degree bend on the blue stairs, and that will be very vital for him to hold down. Beta, in the meanwhile, has already pushed up towards the church wall, and he's going to be opening that any second now. There we go. The exothermic charge gets heard out, and the Valkyrie is going to have to move. So does the Echo, as Paz is going to push the main stairs. He sees the thermite, he gets him, and that's the diffuser drop, and a double kill for the Echo right now. But it's going to be taken out from inside of what looks like blue. I'm not sure where that came from. Creighton inside of blue. Alrighty then. Well, he's already inside of sight. He's already got one. And it's all down to a 1v2 for kill steal on the Pulse. He's very low on HP, but he's got the C4 in hand. He's going to throw it. Is it going to get the Nomad? Yes, it will. What a toss. But the plant is still going off as the IQ has managed to pull it. And now it is a post-plant situation for both of these operators right here in a 1v1 situation. Killsteal is pulling up to the hard breach, and the IQ doesn't look like she knows where this is coming from, but she's turned around, and there we go. The kill is secured by Heartless. And point 8, despite being in a bit of a messy situation, managed to pull out round 8, going to match point. Wait, no. Was that match point? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is. It is match point.
I saw round 9 come up, and I thought, wait. Oh, no.
I mean, it was a great effort from Heartless, who was playing as Pulse, to immediately take out both of those operators who were pushing from the blue stairs, but inevitably he was down to, a 5 HP. At that time, they already had control over on Church thanks to Thermite using his exothermic charge to open up a wall on Church, get the plant going, and with that 1v1 going around, they eventually won. Wait, it wasn't Heartless Exo, maybe it was Killsteal who was playing as Pulse. My apologies there. It was a great attempt, but all in the end, point 8 will emerge victorious as they will be in match point. Gamer Syndicate almost on close on winning that point out. Will, however, decides to play on Church and Arsenal, their main line of defense. If they will win it out, if they wins out the Church, they at the next point they will immediately go to the CCTV. Then afterwards we won't be able to know if they have a good amount of chance to win on Gym and Bedroom, because Gym and Bedroom is basically an attacker sided, and there's a higher chances for point 8 to win on a site on Gym and Bedroom. So with that, we will see as point 8 on a match point, as Gamer Syndicate's last hope for getting this back on track, or I would like to say the underdog story that everyone would like to see as we proceed on to match point for point 8. Bluetooth, who's actually playing as Val, will be with those black icons, will be able to help her out as best as he can. She's instead of taking out, she'll just decide to use her MPX to open it out. But wait a minute, did they just forgot to reinforce the walls on tunnel? This might cause Gamer Syndicate a big of a problem here, because no one is actually in the escape tunnel here. Only a few amount of players from the defenders are holding an angle from the arsenal, as we see Zoko Moko opening up the walls of escape tunnel, trying to at least find some intel on maybe hope to find one of them, at least either a mute or Easy, or I would say Paz, was both holding at the arsenal, hoping to find a kill here. As Zoko, having no intel whatsoever, he's just going to stay here to make sure that these kinds of attack, the aggressive plays from Ash won't work out. Meanwhile, we see other four attackers from point 8 opening up the normal hatches of kitchen, and my guess is there's a high possibility that they're going to open up the walls on church. Meanwhile, we see Creative using her air jabs on towards Moto to make sure that no kind of flank opportunities will be, presented for Gamer Syndicate to hopefully take out one or two attackers here. A lot of time remaining for the attackers, as they're going to just drone it out, find to see where the other defenders are, hopefully to get 1 or 2 points here, but they still needs to make a move. One little move can determine the win or loss between both of these teams here, and time is definitely ticking here because they only have 1 minute to go for the executor. Moto being dropped from one guy and eventually gets taken out from Bluetooth's C4. And that too, it is Ash who was first in tunnel, and she just arrived from the Moto and eventually gets taken out. Not a good amount of opportunities being displayed for point 8, as they are losing a lot of times. They're losing a lot of time. They did eventually, took out the deployable shield, as Bira hoping to find out Mute, going for the contest here as he pre-fires the hell out of it from the hatches. Eventually doesn't find anything, but Toxic with the rush, eventually taking out everyone, but a misunfortunate reload while Echo takes it all out, as Gamer Syndicate will keep it alive, as they will win the defense on Church. They are not going to give up that easily.
Definitely not. And with that being said, they have kept themselves alive from just being taken out of this game right here. And looks like one of the members of Point 8 have a bit of a sound bug, and we'll be going for another rehost right here, which is unfortunate for everybody at home. Nobody likes to see rehosts. This delays the entertainment, but they are necessary to make sure that the player's experience with the match is kept in tip-top shape. So with that being said, 6-3 was the score, and we will be right back with the match. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back as we are resuming back after the rehost where Point 8 is on a match point, whereas Gamer Syndicate is trying to win a good amount of defense round just to keep the hope alive. But will it matter though? Because this is the match point on round 10, where Gamer Syndicate is going to be defending on CCTV room and cash room. Jack, what are your predictions? What do you think who's going to win? It is going to be Gamer Syndicate or Point 8?
Well, given everything we've seen so far, Gamer Syndicate on the attack, they have been actually quite good. They've won a couple of rounds for themselves to try and keep themselves alive, but we are back to CCTV, and Point 8 have a chance of taking this nice and well. But, mind you, Point 8, they also have the Monty this time. They want to make sure that they get the push right, and it's gonna be an interesting game for sure. Round 10 is where we stand right now in the match. And Gamer Syndicate just need to win 3 more rounds to equalize and push for overtime, while Point 8, they need just 1 round. And that will be weighing very heavily on their minds right now, because they have just lost round 9, where they could have finished it all then and there. With that being said, they've got the operators, they've got everything they need, the Echo, the Mute, the Bandit, the Jaeger, and the Valkyrie. Looks like Bandit's going to be going for a spawn peek, but no, he pulls out just at, I would say, the wrong second, because there was a body over there that he could have taken. But decides not to go for it, not to risk it, as Easy's going to finish up the last touches on that rotate that he has on the red stairs. Looks like we might have a garage push coming in from Creighton on the Monty. There we go. He is actually coming up. And he is waiting for the go-ahead from his teammates before he starts pushing in, because of course he can be taken out in a multitude of ways, especially if there's more than one defender sitting inside of Catwalk. In the meanwhile, oh dear me, somebody just lost their C4 on that electrified wall, and that is not the play right there. Looks like it was Bandit himself, Killsteel, who will definitely be regretting that decision of wasting his C4 on his own electrified wall. The garage push is almost underway. They're just making sure that they can get it right, as Toxic has finally made the decision that, all right, I'm wasting enough time staring at this wall. Let's try and blowtorch it open. But he's going to stare at the wall just a little bit more, and there we go. He's finally going to start. Probably wasn't calibrating his senses. There we go. He's got it soft, and that is all he needed to do. He just needs to wait for somebody with a beat charge, Zokomoko, or if beat on the... Oh, never mind. The Ash is here, and there we go. Wall open. And Ash the first actually gonna take down Creighton. In the meanwhile, that is a Monty on the board. That's a big kill right there, because the French Mountain is not gonna be in play anymore, which Point 8 may have just been relying on for this push. Gamer Syndicate definitely saw it coming and adapted accordingly, as the rest of this push, definitely it needs to happen from Point 8, but the time is something they also have to manage. IQ seems like she spotted out one of the Echo drones using the RAD scanner. She still got it out, waiting for that Echo drone to just come out from behind the table so that she can take it out in due time. All right, she should have seen it any second now, as, oh no, she's just going to move in to garage. And does the Echo know where the IQ's playing? He's anticipating a catwalk stairs push, as the drone has definitely spotted him out, and the calls are given from the rest of Point 8. Shots are fired, but nothing's going to happen for the time being, as the flashbangs are being thrown up. Oh, the Echo is very heavily flashed right now, but Zokomoko's going to take down Ash the first. That's another big kill right there, as grenades are being thrown as well, but that grenade just missed. There's somebody right below playing Harry Potter. That's Hibana, but no, Hibana's gonna go down. Bira's down with the diffuser inside of garage in the hands of the Echo. But Echo has also lost his, he lost his yokai, and he's also gonna lose his life to the GA1 of the IQ Maverick outside of the main wall of CC. Oh, lots of bodies being chopped as the mute goes down as well. It's now a 1v2, all down to Killsteel, but the time is what they have to manage. IQ has to go for the plan. It's now or never, and he will be. But where is Killsteel? He's not in a C4 position. He's gonna run out. Will he be able to drop the diffuser? Nope, not in time. The plant does go off, and Point 8 will win the round right at the end in a bit of a scramble right there. As unfortunately the Bandit, a bit too late in his decision making, lost the round for Gamer Syndicate, and we're back. Point 8.
I just wanted to say something, Jack. Bandit, he did know that he wasted his C4, because of the bandit charge that he plays from the CCTV. And at the quite end, when he thought that I'm going to make a wonderful play from construction, and he tries to, like, I can feel the button mash of I would say the kill steal trying to use his C4 and be like, what happened to my C4? Oh, now I realized. And then he just gets picked off, and eventually 0.8 being the victor for their team. Gamer Syndicate having a lot of mistakes, but in the end they did good. They did played well in the end.
They definitely did. As with that, we are done with the third game of tonight. That was Gamer Syndicate. Oh, never mind. As I just received information from our admins, all the games are apparently finished. Which, all right, that was a little quicker than I was expecting. But 0.8, props to them, winning 7-3 on Clubhouse over Gamer Syndicate with a nice tie-up right at the end. And that is it for me, Blackjack, and my co-caster Baba Gusta, and our beautiful admin and spectator Foxy, as we will be closing up for tonight, I believe that is. So, Baba, any final thoughts?
Well played.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty then. Thank you everybody so much for tuning into the stream. Stay safe, stay home, and we will be back tomorrow with more games. Stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.